But yeah, I work with Jim Norton. Of course, you know him from Opie and Anthony. And he was really cool. I was expecting the crowd to be rowdy, I
Yeah, I'm
guess.
sure it was.
And it wasn't. It wasn't at all. And so that sort of, I don't want to say threw me, but I was expecting this, you know, because you heard about these Opie and Anthony comedy shows where they get real rowdy, the famous
Right.
Bill Burr one, where he's just yelling at the crowd in Philly for 10 minutes and calling them awful people. But they were cool. They were just a regular crowd, basically. I mean, they're all white dudes, basically. But me and Tim Miller, who you know from the Three Guys On podcast, a friend of ours, he was the MC. And Jim, his manager, Kenny, this guy, he had to approve me to work the week with him. So I felt
Pre-approve you?
yeah, Allison from the Improv had to send him some clips of me or whatever, and he approved me. So I felt like I was in good standing. So it's the Saturday early show. Jim Norton is on. Me and Tim are sitting in the back by the sound booth, and we're keep cracking up with this couple because the girl is really frigid and uptight and appears to be getting offended at everything Jim Norton is saying. And the guy appears to want to laugh at everything,
But he's
but he
afraid.
looks over and the girl's frowning, so we're just cracking up at every really offensive joke we're looking over. So we're just having a good time at their expense. So after the show, Jim sells all this merchandise. He's got a couple books, some DVDs, 3 CDs. He basically just takes pictures of people and signs stuff. And Kenny, his manager, does the selling, right?
Right.
So I'm back there as well, selling my stupid CD looking like a jackass. And Tim's there by myself. We're just all alone. There's a huge line to meet Jim Norton, and we're just in the corner. Hi, remember us? They're like, no, not really. So there's kind of a lull in the selling. So I go to Kenny. I said, yeah, me and Tim were in the back with the sound booth, and there's this frigid, uptight bitch. She wouldn't laugh at anything, and the boyfriend, he was afraid to laugh. And he goes, where were they? I said, yeah, they're right by where your video camera was. And he goes, oh, yeah, that's my son. And I'm like, yeah, he's a real dick. I think he's kidding. He's like, no, that's my son. He's from down from
Oh,
Delaware.
no.
He's in the Air Force. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward. I just called your potential daughter-in-law an uptight, frigid bitch, and your son a dick. And he's
What
like,
is that?
no, he's seen Jim a million times. That's why he's not really laughing. And I'm like, okay, this is awkward. But then I guess either he just doesn't care enough about me to be offended.
Right.
And I don't think that. I think he's just a guy that realizes an honest mistake. Because he's like, yeah. And he just, right then, he hands us some free merchandise. So me and Tim each got a couple books and his newest CD.
Right.
And
Was
then,
that
of
like an
course, I-
olive branch? Like, I know this is awkward. Just to show you there's no hard feelings. Here's a book.
Right, here's a book. And then I handed him one of my CDs and he begrudgingly took it. But I'm like, I guess I'll never work for Jim Norton again because I just
Oh, that's awful. Because
it was an
honestly,
honest mistake. But if you really that's how it looked, is that she wouldn't laugh and he wanted to laugh.
I can't think of a better feature for Jim Norton than you. You know what I mean? It's similar material. You're not as angry, so it's kind of a build-up. You know what I mean? You're not as dirty, but you're dirty, so there's kind of a build-up. You do a lot of crowd work. Like, I feel like it would be perfect. I feel like this guy's already approved you. You had an opportunity maybe to have a future in some shows with him. You know what I mean?
Well, I did ask him, and Jim did make a point to me that he liked me, and then he actually commented on a bit. They said he laughed out loud. He was very nice. You know, we didn't talk much. I'm not someone that likes to, like, talk up to the headliners and ask them about, oh, Opie and Anthony, tell me about the show. And I'm not going
Right.
to kiss ass. And I think they like that.
Yeah. They want you to be a real person, right?
Exactly. So we got along great. We didn't, just by the nature of it, we don't really talk that much because, you know, the MC could talk more than I am because he doesn't really get there till the show starts, and then I'm on stage, and then he's on stage, and then he's selling stuff, and then he's giving autographs, taking pictures, and then the next show starts. Not really a lot of time to talk. But he was really cool and really friendly, and the shows are great. So it was a good time.
Yeah, I was hoping for more from you. You know, I mean, I know that you've befriended Tommy Davidson, and you've gotten a lot of work out of your friendship with him. But the truth is that your style is much more like Jim Norton's than Tommy Davidson's.
I mean, yes and no. Because I do find a lot of the stuff I do about the black girlfriend.
Yeah, you're right.
When I have a mixed audience, like those jokes, they can't kill any more than they kill. And it's not that they don't do otherwise. It's just that they definitely, it takes it to another level. And there are some jokes I do that I want black people to be there to laugh at so white people feel like they can laugh at it. Because that's sometimes the only people that get offended at a racist joke are usually white people.
Right, you're right.
They're the ones, oh, we can't laugh at that. Actually, you can because it's funny.
I've worked enough Mickey Coachella shows to know that black people like racial humor.
Yes. Are there a lot of black people these days in Mickey Coachella?